My mother left everything to a stranger. That's what the lawyer said, and my whole world collapsed. When my mom passed away, I expected grief, sadness, maybe some regrets, but I never expected betrayal. We weren't rich, but my mom owned the house I grew up in, a little cottage by the lake, and she had some savings. Nothing huge, but enough to give her children a little stability. I always thought that was the plan. So there I was, sitting with my sister in the lawyer's office, waiting for the will. I was sure we'd split everything evenly. That's what mom always promised. But when the papers were read, her entire estate was left to one name. Not mine, not my sister's, but someone I had never even heard of. A man named Ethan Cole. I remember the air leaving my lungs, my sister's mouth hanging open. Who was Ethan Cole? Why would she do this? That night, I couldn't sleep. I tore through mom's old boxes, her journals, anything that might explain it. Finally, I found a locked tin box under her bed. Inside was a stack of letters, worn, yellowed, clearly read and reread many times. The handwriting wasn't hers. They were from Ethan. Letter after letter, spanning decades, talking about love, about longing, about a future that never came true. I realized Ethan wasn't just some stranger. He was the man my mother had truly loved. My father, the man who raised me, had never even been mentioned. And then the final letter broke me. It said, "I wish I could have been there for our son, but I'll always love you both." Our son? I stared at those words, and the truth punched me in the chest. Ethan wasn't just some stranger. He was my real father. My mother had been in love with him her whole life. And the inheritance? She hadn't given it to him as a stranger. She'd given it to him as the man who was supposed to be there all along. I confronted my sister. At first, she denied it. But then she broke down. She already knew. She had found out years ago. That's why mom had treated me differently sometimes. Why there was always a strange sadness in her eyes when she looked at me. My whole identity, my family, my childhood, everything was built on a secret. And Ethan? He's alive, living 2 towns over. He has no idea that the son he wrote about for years is me. So now I'm left with a choice. Do I reach out to him, knowing he might reject me, or do I stay silent, carrying the weight of this betrayal forever? All I know is my family wasn't what I thought it was. It never was. If you want more stories like this, subscribe so you don't miss new stories.